Looks like people have already been back here. A lot of tracks. Wow, I don't know what this is. I'd have to look when I get home. It's a big mine. There's tailings. See them at the top? That's the mine shafts, and then you have the mill next to it. Take a few pictures. It's a massive mill, but it is part of Tonopah in the history. The way I see it is if you're going to visit Tonopah, it's important to visit the mills that are on the outskirts too. And there may not be a lot known about this mill. I don't know what's all here, but this, obviously you could tell it's a big mining operation, and this was a big mill. And there's other tracks and footprints, not footprints here, but other tracks, so it's obvious people probably came to take a gander. It's worth a gander. It's a big mill. It's a really big mill. It looks like there's a vault all the way at the top, too. Wow. It's like a Roman temple here. Whew. Oh, yeah. I'll show you guys something. There's the old Air Force base. Now today, the Tonopah Airport, there's a hangar. If you remember on video, and you remember my photos on our website, there's 3 hangars, 1 to the left and 2 behind the mountain, including Chuck Yeager's hangars. Others were those dogs down there, where those dogs attacked my vehicle. But behind the mountain there's 2 more hangars. Oh yeah. But you can see it's vast. That's an expanse. That's how Nevada is. It's mountain after mountain range, expanse after expanse, canyon after canyon. But these are mines. They had the mine right next to the mill. That way you could mine, you could do the mining here and process it here. And that's why there was more than one investor, because some investors would put money towards the mill, while other investors would put money towards the mining. I'm trying to make my way to the top of the mountain. I heard a little girl scream. There are houses nearby, but not that close. Yeah, I'm going to try to make my way to the top. It's going to be a little rough to climb on this. I got to watch I don't fall off the edge. It's not exactly an ideal location to be hiking at. The snow's much thicker and more dense on the side of the mountain. It's still a pretty cool mill. And this is an offbeat mill. And it's nestled behind the mountains of Tonopah. Technically on the other side of the mountains, Tonopah. And we're on the back side. And it's, you know what I'm saying, it's one of those places that you could drive past it and miss it in a heartbeat. And you have to be careful. You see how there's rebarb? I could easily fall and end up puncturing myself, or hell, I could die. You have to be careful. This stuff is stuck underneath the ice and snow. There's no mines right here. It was the mill. But the mines are over here, and you have to be careful. There's ore bins and shafts nearby. This is a really beautiful place. This is historic as well. And not a lot of people know about this mill. But as large as it is, it's worth checking out. Huge walls. And we'll put some, I'll do some research online and we'll put some information about this site. I don't know what mill this was or what mine. I didn't even know about this. I'm very spontaneous in my work. If I'm hiking, I may be driving and I may find a location and just decide I'm going to get out and check it out. And that's what happened with this. I was doing some exploring and found this location. I'm like, well, it's pretty cool. You know, there's a mine back here and some a giant mill, one of the largest I've seen in a long time. I mean, these walls are 30 feet high. That's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I'm also taking EVPs. And the reason why I'm doing that is because all these mines and mills around here have ghost stories and are haunted. And so it is important. And you have foundations everywhere. Rusty drums, machinery, wood beams. Like I said, canisters, TNT box, just the whole 9 yards. That's Oddie Peak, by the way. We're on the back side of Oddie Peak. Just to let everyone know that Tonopah is just over the hill up here. And I mean it's crazy coming up here. It's dangerous. I could slip off, so you have to be careful with these mills. Ghost towning and exploring is fine. Safely doing it's another story. You gotta be safe. Wow. This mill's phenomenal. It just keeps going and going. And the end of the line's right here. You cannot climb that steep wall with the ice on it. I can go around and take the road above it, but yeah, that's not safe. I could try climbing this, I'll slip over and over. If I get all the way halfway up, look at that. And I fall, I'll slide 50 feet down, 100 feet down. Bang my head on those rocks, hit my temple, that's death. So again, I'm here to teach safety too, and let people know. If you want to explore, do it safely. Here's a little mining road that goes around, it bends around, and it goes up to the top of the vault and other roads. It's kind of high up, a few hundred feet up there. And so we'll go ahead and take a look around just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Let's see if we can find anything else that's substantial around here that we can check out. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out these buildings and see if I can get up to that vault. But it's, like I said, the terrain is very difficult, and one slip and it's fucking over. Wow, some kind of furnace maybe, or smelter, or for heating possibly if there was a structure around this. It's hard to say. Could be a kiln of some kind. Yeah, blacksmith shops as well. That's phenomenal. There is really no safe way up. There could be shafts. Look, TNT canister, dynamite box as they call them. Oh yeah, I'm climbing. More TNT canisters. Wow, must be the vault at the top. I don't see any road or any way. Ah, fuck. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah. Oh. Nail under the ice. Holy fucking shit. Jesus, Mary, Christ, and Joseph. That went through my foot. Motherfucking wood boards with nails. Again, I'm injuring myself so you guys can be safe. Don't climb up the hill in the snow. There's wood boards everywhere with nails, and I just stepped in one. Holy shit. It's getting higher and higher, the snow. Lucky I'm almost here. It's a vault. Holy shit. Wow. I made it in one piece. Oh, okay, well, not in one piece. I got a hole in my foot right now. But other than that, I'm good. I'm golden. Wow. This is the top of the mill. The very top. Look at that. Almost looks like a flume right here. I've never seen that at a mill. It's a flume. Cool. Cool. And we have this vault over here. Steam boiler. A lot of these mills are powered by steam. This is cool, but this is definitely dangerous. We need to be really careful here. Really careful. I'm going to take the road out to the left. Rick. It's brutally cold up here. Holy shit. Wow, it's brutally cold. I'm almost at the summit of Oddie Peak. Winds are whipping. Woo! So we're gonna start heading down. I'll try not to step on any nails. This had to be the vault. It had to be. What else could it be? Oh, if it wasn't the vault, I could tell you what it could be. A powder keg room. Which some mills had them. Some mines had them. Some were by the mine, some were by the mill. Wow. Phenomenal exploration. We've done some good urban exploring, some good paranormal investigating, some good historical research up in Tonopah. It's going to be magnificent when it hits our site. Be enjoyed for years to come by schools, adventurers, urban explorers who want to really do this place or consider doing it. We should be the catalyst, no doubt, after we put this on our site. And you can see I rented a car for the trip. Just want a nice car to travel out in the desert with. Hasn't have four-wheel drive, but the roads aren't too bad, so we've had no problems. But it's all the way down. It just gives you an idea how far up I am. There's the car in the distance. We're almost at the top of Oddie Peak. Well, there's Oddie Peak. That's not much further. If I crossed up here and went along the ridge, I'd be at the top. That's a climb for experienced hikers, which I'm pretty experienced. Whether I want to do it in the cold's another story. I've already hiked through 3 feet of snow. 1 weekend of hiking in the snow is good enough for me. 2 times in 1 weekend, especially at a major summit, thousands of feet, yeah, might be fun, but I'm pretty sure I'd get frostbite. Let's see what it looks like. It's kind of tight. It's pretty hard to get a photo. This is probably the vault. But I gotta head back. My family's waiting for me. I don't take them on every extreme adventure. Usually I take them on a lot of safer type of projects. And then when it comes to this kind of stuff, climbing the sides of mountains with nails sticking up and snow everywhere and ice, yeah, it's just leave that to me. By the way, this rusty, twisted, mangled piece of machinery you see, or relic of the past, it's kind of funnel shape. And what it does, it looks like a funnel. You can see how it narrows at the bottom. And the ore, actually, it was used when in the mills, when they process the ore, the finer processed ore would come down the funnels. You know, there was a process you had to go through. You had to start off with the ore, then you had to grind it up. It'd come through the funnel and sift out the silver or gold or the heavier material. It's just, mining is like more complex than you think. And these individuals who mined this location, they were advanced. And they knew what they were doing. And they were good at what they did, and they made a lot of money, millions of dollars. Today, when a miner, well, back in the day, if a miner made a few $1 million, in today's times, it would be worth 10 times that amount, just because the price of silver and gold has gone up. Now, I'm going to try to go the same way I went down, and I'm going to step in my footprints. It's the smartest thing to do if you know there's hazards. If you went up safely, well, I know there's a board here, but if you went in these footprints up, you should always take them down, since you know that it's the safest way and there's no mine shafts or anything like that, or pits or crevices. But you should always try to take the same way down when there's snow like this. Just to be safe, man. It's just to be safe, because if I take a different way, I risk stepping on more wood. or like I said, a hole or something to that effect. Just kicked another piece of wood. Whew, that was close. Almost stepped on that too. Like I said, there's hazards in everything you do. I'm a professional. Do not try this at home. I'm telling you, I've been doing this kind of stuff for years, and you can always listen to me. You want to listen to someone from Ghost Adventures doing this, who has no experience climbing these hills, or do you want to listen to somebody who knows what they're doing about safety and how to really work with these entities that haunt these mills and these mines in the Wild West? Last leg of the trip's going to include the mine. I'm not going to go in the mine. These are shafts on top. However, I'll be able to at least maybe get some photos of the entrance. It's probably collapsed into these buildings, which look like military batteries from above. There's a lot of foundations and walls and equipment left. I'll tell you what, when I get home, I'm drinking a beer. Token helps, but I need it out. It's been a crazy weekend of off-roading and some wild times. Climbing mountains and hiking through snow. Whoa. You hear that, guys? There's water flowing. They got this blocked off. Holy shit! There's hot air coming out. This is the springs. This is Tonopah Springs. This is where the Indians camped. For years, this is where Butler camped. I should have known. These are hot springs. You can feel heat coming out. There's not steam, but when you stand by the hole, you get blasted with hot air. It is like 80 degrees right now. My legs are like warming up. Oh my God, this is so awesome. And then you have this structure. I don't know what the heck that is. Maybe that's the vault. I've never seen a two-story vault, but hey, maybe they have them. I don't know. I learn something new every time here in the Wild West. Now we have to be careful. There are mine shafts, and I'm walking around the mines. However, there's pros and cons. The con is you could die and fall to your death. The pro is, I might get to see some head frames and the mining. There's a building up here. It's probably the mining office. But we still got to be very careful. It's not an area to take your kids, not an area to horseplay. And if you don't know what you're doing, you don't have good footing on this kind of stuff, don't do it, once again. Because every time you do something like this, you're risking your life 50-50. But I'm an explorer, and this is what we do. And so, I definitely wanted to at least see what's down here. Mill. It's full view. It's pretty cool. I don't know how the hell to get out of here, but it's pretty cool. If I come back this way and down, probably the same way out, yeah. There's Lord Rick of the Paranormal Ghost Society. Just want to make note of something. There's also a small house, stands about 3 feet high, maybe less. Little tunnel that goes under the mill. I wouldn't go in there, like I said. There's rat feces, and I'm telling you right now, if you end up breathing that kind of shit in, you'll die. So I'm definitely not going to go into the tunnel. But I'll take you down here and I'll zoom in. And I was up along the tunnel. Like I said, I'm not going in, not with all the rat feces. That's a risk I won't take. I know what I can get away with. You can get away with hiking around these mines and climbing mountains and, but crawling in a little rat nest, not a good idea. Unless you want the hantavirus, which there's no cure for, and you'll be dead in a couple days. And no rodent or rat's going to kill me. I'm going to keep on exploring and toking it up. This ought to be fun going down. Slippery dump pile. This is what would be funneled through. The finer silt, dirt, earth that comes with the ore. But you can clearly see the bricks. There probably was a smelter on site. Something was here. The bricks, The bricks were some kind of smokestack or building. You can see the bricks. It's a phenomenal place. And it deserves attention. And I just stopped here. You know, I wasn't like looking for anything. I just happened to see it. And I'm like, well, it's definitely worth exploring. And it is. When you see stuff like this and you're in the history, this is the real deal. What I like about this place is it almost is like a fortress. It really is. There's multiple sets of ruins here and buildings. And I didn't think I'd see anything but this mill, and then I come up on top of the mountain and see all kinds of other structures and buildings that I can photograph. I'm not disappointed. I'm not. This may have to get its own section on the site, because even though it's considered Tonopah, well, the Tonopah Airport, or the old Army Air Force base, is straight ahead in the expanse, but this mill is this isn't really part of the mining district down near Main Street. This is it's on the other side of Mount Oddie, and it's kind of its own little mining district or mill on the other side. It's probably going to get its own section on our website just because it's a mill in its own standing. It's not like what I took you guys earlier to the Mitzvah Mine and the Tonopah Mining Company and the Burrow Tunnel and all these places are all like next to each other and all part of the same mining district. This is all on its own. This looks like the ore bins, or where you enter the mine. Definitely, man. Definitely. It's the real deal. And I'm happy because we were really productive this weekend. We're about to head out of Tonopah. May take some scenic photos on my way out, but we're really, there's some bed springs. Some miner probably slipped on, but we're about to head out. It's been very cool, very intriguing here. Looks like everything's collapsed, but at one time, you had ore bin chutes right here that came, where the debris, the ore came out of the mine, and it was processed right here. Now it's all collapsed. This may even be the entrance into the mine. These big beams, you probably could just walk in between the beams and go up under into this mountain here. It's probably a long tunnel. And you have TNT canisters and a lot of rusty things. Little oil cans and gas cans made out of metal. This one's riddled with some bullets. I love rusty things. And so do most of the people that view my videos and website when we put all the artifacts up. People are always like, wow, that is so awesome. Because they get to see all these artifacts of the past at the same time. These relics that may not be here, but at the same time, they also get to enjoy these locations. I've had enough fun. And we're going to head out of Tonopah. It's almost dusk. And this concludes our expedition of Belmont and Tonopah, Nevada, 2 living ghost towns. As many abandoned sites they have also many restored sites. Except the mills and mines, they're original, and most of them today are abandoned. They exist on the hillsides and the mountains. They exist on the mountains, and the mountains are riddled with them. More foundations, a lot of ore. Also seen some pile, like here's some bricks right here. There was more buildings here than what you see. There was. And a lot of them just don't exist. It was a good expedition. It was good. I thought I'd be here 5 minutes and I spent an hour looking around. So check out our site, www.paranormalghostsociety.org. We're an urban exploration, adventure, and paranormal group. We do a lot of extreme and offbeat type of locations. Dumb fucks are staring again. People are fucking rude out here. I've been treated so rudely in Tonopah. Some people have been really great and nice, and other people have been like, some lady was like chasing me last night, and another lady yelled at us. We went for breakfast. Lady was cleaning the bathrooms, accused my girlfriend of tearing down the bathroom sign. My girlfriend would never do anything like that. So there are some strange people, and some of them, man, they act like they're inbred. And I'm not criticizing anyone locally. I'm just saying some of the people here are rude, and they act like they're inbreds. They do. They act stupid. They don't have no socialization skills. We're out of here. it's been a great experience, but I'm tired. I've hiked through a lot of snow. I've done miles of hiking and off-roading. Even in that little car, I've done it. I pulled it off, and I've seen a lot of sights that a lot of people don't get to see. I feel like a pretty lucky guy. And then you have over here, look, I don't know what these are, but you have piles of, these are drums, piles of drums. Pretty cool. There's multiple mine piles. There's one there. There's each debris pile was left of what was processed at the mill. It's what each dump pile is, or what they brought out of the mines. And back then, if they didn't have, these miners didn't have a lot of money that put claims on the mines. They had to do everything by hand, hire people, the Chinese and such, to shovel and sift through the decent ore. And yeah, I mean, it was a process. It was a process. Peace.